Now, as part of efforts to strengthen the country's digital economy and provide greater protection for investors, Nigeria's Senate has advanced the Virtual Assets Providers Regulation Bill. But before we go to that, let's take a look at the board here. For 2 days that I've been reporting this cryptocurrencies market, we've been seeing a flurry of red. It was just like a decoration of red. But I think the reds have actually given way to the greens, at least to a larger margin. We've seen Bitcoin up by almost 2%, 1.92%, 62,829.16, while Ethereum is also up by 0.71%. BNB is also up. Okay, so now let's talk about the cryptocurrencies market, the digital assets market, and we have a financial market analyst, Rume Ofi, to tell us more about that. So, Rume, thank you for joining us. First, we're talking about the proposed legislation which seeks to establish a regulatory framework for cryptocurrency and digital assets operations while promoting transparency and tackling illicit activities in the sector. So now, what is the impact? What impact is this proposed virtual assets service providers regulation bill expected to have on Nigeria's digital economy and cryptocurrencies industry?
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here again to talk about this. And this has been long coming. Personally, I urged the Senate in 2021, February 29th, 21, I beg your pardon, then to come about a hearing on cryptocurrency and digital assets. 5 years down the line, we're having that discussion. Unfortunately, we've wasted time. We're a country where we tend to learn for our own experience and most times even fail at learning from them at some point. You know, this has been a way where the world is headed. For example, like the US, Donald Trump has been at the forefront, which makes it very clearly a political will. And for Nigeria, which is the giant of Africa, we're supposed to be leading, but unfortunately, we're not moving in a very unique pace compared to countries like Ghana, Kenya, and even South Africa, for example. But all things being equal, I will give it up for this attempt made at the floor of the Senate to come up with a bill. I think the bill was sponsored by the Senate Deputy Senate President, and it was read by Taha Muguno, Senator Taha Muguno, for making sure exactly that the industry is well guarded, because illicit activities have happened in the past where people actually go on the ground to either launder money or finance certain ideologies, you know. But because all of these are happening because there's no law. And I always say that where there's no law, people tend to do what they like. There's no transgression. Again, the truth is, we started late in terms of putting regulation that works, because a lot of our innovators, a lot of our founders, as a player of it in this industry for almost 10 years, I can tell a lot of them have gone offshore. So what we need to do right now is to put up this thing as quick as possible. If you ask me, even before the next election, makes it very fantastic for innovators to come, so that we can also align ourselves and our industry to the $1 trillion economy of the current administration. I must give it to this administration. Truth be said, they promised to do a few things around the crypto and blockchain economy to aid financial inclusion, and they've done it significantly well. But there's a lot of improvement. There's a room for a lot of improvement compared to the last administration, where a sitting central bank governor personally demonized and supervised the cryptocurrency.
Remember, I know you want to give us more details about this regulation, and I would say it's better late than never. But so we thank you so much for that analysis, and we hope for the better things to come within the crypto digital assets market of Nigeria. Thank you so much for your time.
For having me.